Hello students, come to the lecture number 3 in continuous random variable. What is given in the present question? Probability density function of a random variable x is f of x equal to 1 by 2 sin x when 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to pi. 0 elsewhere. Find the probability between 0 and pi by 2, comma, also find mean and variance of the distribution. So the last two lectures we found a solution between some x values, and in this question also we are finding probability between x value 0 and pi by 2. Okay, so along with this, finding mean and variance of the distribution. Okay, right. So let's go to the solution here. So given again in this question, f of x have a two functions. The first function f of x equal to 1 by 2 into sin x is happened at when values of x is from 0 to pi. When x values are from 0 to pi, this is the f of x value. And when f of x, see, f of x value also having 0. When this 0 will happen? Whenever x values are from minus, except these two, except between 0 and pi. So which is nothing but from minus infinity to 0 and pi to infinity. Okay, whenever x values are from 0 to pi, this is your function f of x. And whenever x values are from minus infinity to 0 and pi to infinity, this is your function 0. I hope everyone is clear about the given function f of x, right? So now we'll solve the first question. So what is the first question? Probability between 0 and pi by 2. So I can denote it as p of 0 less than x less than pi by 2. Okay, then in the previous lecture, uh, we found a probability of x values between 0.1 and 0.2 and 0.5 to infinity. Then how did we denote it there? Integration 0.1 to 0.2 we denoted, right? So here x values are from, you wanted to find from 0 and pi by 2, then I can write it as integration 0 to pi by 2. Am I correct? Yes, which is correct. So f of x dx, right? Integration 0 to pi by 2. At these limits, what is the value of f of x? As for my given question, see, 0 to pi is the value of f of x 1 by 2 sin x, right? So 0 to pi by 2 will be there in this function only or not? Yes, will be there in this function only. Then I can write it as here 1 by 2 into sin x dx. So now 1 by 2 keeping it outside, integration 0 to pi by 2 sin x dx. Now what is the formula of integration of sin x dx? Well, let's see the formula here. Integration sin ax dx have a formula minus cos ax by a is my formula. Yes. So here what is the value of a? There is nothing is there, right? So which is nothing but a value is 1. So I can write it as 1 by 2 of cos 1 into x by 1, and the limits are 0 to pi by 2. That minus I'm keeping it outside. So next, substituting upper limit and lower limit. So minus 1 by 2 of cos pi by 2, upper limit I substituted, minus cos of 0, lower limit I substituted, right? So, minus 1 by 2 of, what is the value of cos 90? Is 0, minus cos 0 is 1. So I'm taking minus 1 by 2 is inside, then your answer become 1 by 2. Okay, see, this is the probability when x values are between 0 and pi by 2. When x values are between 0 and pi by 2, this is the result, 1 by 2. Okay, now we'll find a value of mean and variance. Okay, so did you remember the formula of mean in the continuous random variable? Right, let's see. So mean, which is denoted by nu, or we can also denote it by e of x. Did you remember? Mean can also denoted by e of x. Remember this thing. Okay, I'm writing in the side. So mean nu equal to integration minus infinity to plus infinity x into f of x dx. So this is my formula of mean in continuous random variable. Do you want integration minus infinity, right? So here also having integration having minus infinity to plus infinity, right? So this function f of x, did he given direct value between minus infinity to plus infinity? No, right? So what I'm doing here, again I'm applying integral by parts because of my function, given function. Okay, so I think f of x is given from 0 to minus infinity to 0, 0 to pi, and pi to infinity. So I'm writing my formula mean by using integral by parts, minus infinity to 0 plus integration 0 to pi plus integration pi to infinity. Is this correct? Yes. So x into f of x dx, and x into f of x dx here, and here also x into f of x dx. So integration minus infinity to 0 x into, at these limits, what is the value of f of x? As for my question, it is 0 into dx plus integration 0 to pi x into, at these limits, what is the value of f of x? 1 by 2 into sin x dx plus integration pi to infinity. At these limits, your function f of x is 0. Now, so integration of 0 is 0 plus, here 1 by 2 is a constant, so keep it outside. 1 by 2 integration 0 to pi x into sin x dx plus, now integration of 0 is 0. So the left term is 1 by 2 integration 0 to pi x into sin x dx. This is the left term. Now I have to integrate this. So before integrating, I mean, which formula will be applicable to this to integrate? It will give you integration uv formula. Integration uv dx. Yes. So this formula is u into integration v dx minus integration bracket of d by dx of u into integration v dx main bracket close dx. This is the formula of integration uv. And we have one more formula, binomial integration u to the power of n into v dx. So what is the formula for this? U constant v integration once minus u two one time differentiation v two times integration plus u two times differentiation v three times integration minus so on. See, this is the formula. I'm using right now this formula to getting a solution in a one step. Okay, right. So 1 by 2 of what is u here? Which is u and which is v? To identify u and v in the integration, we have one formula, ILATE. Did you remember ILATE formula? I for inverse trigonometry. Is there inverse trigonometry? No. L for logarithmic. Is there? No. A for algebra. Is there algebraic equation? Yes. A is the algebraic event. So I am treating x as u, then the rest of the term as v. So I am substituting in this formula. U is constant. V integrating once. Integration sin x dx minus u one time differentiation d by dx of x into v two times integration. So double integral sin x dx plus d by dx of two times differentiation, right? So d square by dx square of x into 3 times integration of sin x dx minus so on. Okay, so now we'll see this answer first. 1 by 2 of x is as it is. Okay, integration of sin x dx. What is the formula of integration of sin x dx? Minus cos ax by a. So into right, minus cos a is nothing but 1, cos x by x minus d by dx of x is 1, and between these two having multiplication, right? See, here sin x I am doing 2 times integration. I already here just a minute, sorry, which of denominator is 1. Okay, right. And now, so sin x I am doing 2 times integration. I already did 1 time integration and I had a result minus cos x by 1. So this I am doing it again. So when I am doing it again, minus is as it is. Okay, there is no changes. Cos x integration is sin x, and the denominator is anyway is as it is. Okay, because of constant, bracket close. Now plus is there. See, here I did integration or differentiation once, then I got the result is 1. Here I'm doing x 2 times differentiation. 1 time differentiation value is 1, second time differentiation value is 0. Okay, 0 into, now see, this result is going to be 0. Is it necessary to writing this term? Not required, right? And moreover, no need to write the rest of the terms. That's what I mentioned here, minus so on. Okay, is everyone understand? I think. See, bracket close, and the limits are 0 to pi. Going to the next page. Okay, so 1 by 2 of 1 by 2 of, see, between we are having multiplication, right? So can I write as minus x into cos x minus x into cos x. Next, minus into minus plus 1 into x, 1 into sin x. So sin x. Next, third term is 0. So I'm writing, we are having only 2 terms, right? So, and the limits are 0 to pi. Now substituting upper limit and lower limit, 1 by 2 of. Now substituting upper limit. See, I'm opening the bracket, okay, for upper limit and closing the bracket also. Okay, upper limit minus pi into cos pi. Wherever x I'm substituting upper limit. Okay, upper limit is substituted, minus lower limit minus 0 into cos 0. Lower limit also I substituted, right? So for this I'm open the bracket and I close the bracket. Okay, now plus. Now again main bracket is open for sine, substituting upper limit sine pi minus substituting lower limit 0 sine 0, and this bracket is over and the final bracket is over. So 1 by 2 of 1 by 2 of here cos pi value. So how much cos pi value? We have intermediate formulas. Cos of n pi, it is equal to, when n is even number, result is plus 1. When n is odd, your cos n pi is minus 1. Okay, so it will become minus pi into cos of 1 pi. 1 pi is nothing but it is an even pi or odd pi. It is an odd pi, right? So minus 1 for cos pi, bracket close, minus for this be a 0, bracket close, and this plus of sin pi. What is the formula of sin n pi? When n is even and when n is odd, your sin n pi is 0. So which is nothing but sin 1 pi 0, sin 2 pi is also 0, 3 pi, 5 pi, 7 pi odd numbers are zeros. Sin 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, 8 pi even number is also 0. So from that sin of n pi 1 pi is 0 minus sin 0 is 0, right? So we are getting the solution 1 by 2 into pi. So pi by 2 is the solution of mean nu equal to pi by 2. Okay, now so in this one more question is there, that is finding variance, and which will be denoted by sigma square, and which can also be denoted by e of x square. Okay, right. So what is the formula for variance? Integration minus infinity to plus infinity x square into f of x dx minus nu square is formula. Okay, right. So now we'll substitute. I think in this formula also containing up minus infinity to plus infinity, right? So can I split the integration by using integral by parts? Yes, we have to split it. So integration minus infinity to 0 x square into f of x dx plus integration 0 to pi x square into f of x dx plus integration pi to infinity x square into f of x dx minus nu square. So new value I had pi by 2, right? So which have square, right? So at this limit we have f of x is 0, and at this limit also we have f of x is 0, so which is nothing but these two integrations are going to be 0. So I'm writing directly as 0 plus integration 0 to pi, x square is as it is. Now f of x, at this limit f of x is sin x. Am I correct? Just a minute, I am verifying. 1 by 2 into sin x. Okay, so 1 by 2 into sin x dx plus, which is 0, and minus pi square by 4. Now go into the next page. So what is the left to? 1 by 2 integration 0 to pi x square into sin x dx minus pi square by 4. This is the left one in the last page, right? Okay, I written as this. Now again this formula for this is looking u, integration u into v. So for this I'm using the same formula which is there here. Okay, I'm using this formula. So 1 by 2 of u is constant, v integration. So v integration means sin x integration. So sin x integration, can I say minus cos x by 1? Yes, I'll write just 1 minute formula because you should know how I'm writing. U power n into v dx equal to u v1 minus u dash v double 1 plus u double dash v triple 1 minus so on. So I'm using this formula, u constant, v integration minus u one time differentiation u, so means x square. So if x square is differentiation, then become 2x into v 2 times integration. One time integration is minus cos x, right? If I'm doing the next integration is also minus constant, cos x integration become sin x by 1. Okay, next plus u 2 times differentiation. One time differentiation value is 2x, second time differentiation value is 2 because x is 1, 2 is constant, into, right, see, integration of sin ax dx equal to cos ax by a, and integration of cos ax dx equal to, this is minus here, and here plus sin ax by a, right? So here I'm doing integration 3 times. Yes, so I did already 2 times here, I'm doing one more time. So one more time means this constant, this minus will be as it is. For this sign, one more minus will come. So can I say is plus, minus into minus plus? Yes. So plus cos x by 1 minus plus minus plus minus minus. Now here u I'm differentiating, I'm differentiating 3 times. Okay, I'm differentiating u 3 times. Then what will happen? U 3 times differentiation, one time differentiation 2x, second time differentiation 2, third time differentiation how much? Is 0, right? So that's what I'm not discussing about the v 4 times integration. Okay, so bracket close and substituting upper limit 0 to pi. Okay, limits are now substituting limits 1 by 2 of minus, I'm keeping minus is outside. Okay, minus of, substitute upper limit is pi, upper limit minus lower limit. Okay, so bracket close. Next, minus into minus plus 2 into substituting upper limit x value 2 pi into sin pi, upper limit is over, minus 2 into lower limit 0 into sine of 0. So for the second term also upper limit lower limit is over, plus. Now coming to this third term 2 into cos upper limit minus 2 into cos lower limit, bracket close, and now main bracket close. Okay, right. So now 1 by 2 into minus of pi square into cos of odd pi 1 pi. 1 pi is nothing but odd pi, value is minus 1, minus this is 0 bracket close, plus bracket of 2 pi sin pi is 0, minus this is also 0, plus bracket of 2 into cos of 1 pi is odd pi, cos of odd pi minus 1, minus 2 into cos 0, cos 0 is plus 1, bracket close, main bracket close. So 1 by 2 of, so it will become, this is minus pi square, and by multiplying with minus it will become plus pi square, and here is 0, and minus 2 become minus 4, minus 2 minus 4, minus 4. See, this is the value of variance. Therefore variance sigma square equal to 1 by 2 of pi square minus 4, hence proved. So this is the third lecture of continuous random variable.